Alright, so we're already doing good. And then this. I'm obsessed with the Marx Operation Moon Base playset from 1962. I believe I've shown my figures. I have the complete figure collection. And I actually just scored the red space capsule with matching Spaceman. Hasn't arrived yet. Someday I'll be able to afford to competitively bid on a complete set. Until then, it's just going to be piecemeal stuff, I'm sure. And what we have here was on Etsy. Price was fair. Saved my lunch money, literally, for a couple of weeks. And it is indeed the actual blue Operation Moonbase ATV vehicle with the funky wheels. The picture for the listing had made it look white, so I was thinking it was one of the later issuings, and so I'd gotten out these guys from the Galaxy Command set from 1977, I think it is, which also had the same vehicle but in white. But because it's blue, I'm pretty sure it's the real Operation Moonbase vehicle. And so we can have some of our Operation Moonbase figures there with it. And just to sort of demonstrate that I'm not a slouch, here's a Marx tank of some sort that I've had for a little while. I'm very, very fond of. And a Marx Car of Tomorrow rocket vehicle of some sort. There, of course, is the logo. And it's down in this as well. Take a look at the bottom of this thing. The ratcheting of the wheels is very unique. I don't see a Marx logo, but it's a unique vehicle. As I was hinting at when I showed the other astronauts, it turned up in a number of Marx sets after 1962, but that's never in blue. They were white, so that's the real thing. And more of the real stuff. And another cue that I'm taking from Operation Moonbase is that I'm experimenting with making my own terrain, at least for diorama pictures. These are some pieces of cement that fell off the ceiling of my dad's bomb shelter, believe it or not. And I covered it with a Golden's acrylic clear gel tar, I think it's called. There's a shard from a brick that I found in Utica, and another one. And I'm sealing it to both get a text or a glossy surface, and to seal it down so it doesn't crumble and stuff like that. And the intention is to paint it using the Operation Moonbase mountain as sort of an inspiration, at least for the color schemes to go after. I think they're sort of an olive green and black and whatnot. You can risk it. There's the floating guy too. The other floating guy. Orange astronaut. This is my white or orange art astronaut. He was going to go down the river in the creek float, and I decided not to. So he's sort of my art astronaut. I'm thinking about painting him. The orange ones, like I said, were released in the... I think they first appeared in 1977. The white guys were from the Apollo moon landing Marx kit from 1970. I don't know how old the space car is, or the little tank. make your own is sort of my motto on this. I'm going to make my own Operation Moonbase. And an idea that I've had is when I arrive at the right terrain forms is to try to make a little vacuum form press using my dad's woodshop ventilation system. You can see how the wheels pivot to fit the alternative terrain, and dang, I'm a lucky guy. I got an actual Operation Moonbase prime mover, and there's a wagon that goes with it, some big goofy looking wheels for some contraption. I'm not sure what it is. Someday I'll have the whole thing. Until then, we get it piecemeal, and I'm good with just having this thing for now. Looking at it for ideas on how to make my own space toy vehicles to go with my own astronauts. Yeah, pretty darn cool.